my name is Jennifer Maxwell, and I'm an Australian independent consultant with Rodan Fields. As you can probably tell, I'm an American. I married an Aussie and have been living in Australia for the last 12 years, and I absolutely love it. Aussie citizen now and everything. First, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to listen about this business opportunity and hear how these products and business have become a total game changer for myself and many others too. Over the next few minutes, my intention is to educate you on what it's all about and why so many of us have chosen this path. I will kick it off with a little bit about myself and how I came to be one of the Australian leaders in this business. Before I entered into my current role as a mom to two kids, I was actually a strategy director at a PR agency in Melbourne. But I quickly realized my high profile job just was not going to suit me anymore or my family. So I left my career in PR to be home with my son. But of course, my brain wanted more, and my entrepreneurial spirit was in full force. And a few months later, I opened a personal training studio in Melbourne with my sister-in-law. Over the next few years, I played a behind-the-scenes role and took on consulting work alongside being home with my son. It was then I became pregnant with our second child, a girl named Maya. And while this was supposed to be such a special time in my life, it was actually the beginning of one of the most challenging years in my life. I don't know if you have had one of those years when your life gets turned upside down, but that is what happened to me. My daughter almost died, my mom passed away, and my best friend from high school passed away, all in 9 months. Needless to say, I got to our daughter's first birthday, a momentous occasion considering everything we had been through with her, and I was feeling totally lost. I felt unrecognizable on the outside and the inside. I didn't look like myself because I couldn't lose the weight after having my daughter. And on the inside, I felt angry and not a lot of joy. I knew in that moment I could either continue dancing with the dark or I could choose the light. So I committed to making massive change in my life. And I lost 11 kilos or 24 pounds and went on this journey to find myself again. I had these 8 massive storage bins filled with journals and projects for my career, and I burned all of it in my fire pit. It was time to let go and start over and take the time to discover who I wanted to be in this next chapter, how I could be filling my time with things that would energize me and fulfill my purpose. So I remember saying to my husband, I know I will work, but for the first time in my life, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I just know it's going to be different. And I say that because I didn't want to repeat old patterns or mistakes I had made. I say it because I wanted to be spending my time living with positive intention in a situation that is promoting me to be the best version of myself and that involved helping others. I remember driving to the shops one day thinking to myself, I need to start living to my potential. What am I waiting for already? So while all this is happening, 4 different people got in touch with me from the US about Rodan Fields launching into Australia. And I felt like my mom was sending me not 1, but 4 people because I needed to listen. And I did. And I was very open to hearing about it. But I knew I was going to take my time researching it. And I didn't want to jump into anything. I wanted to be sure that this was going to be the right fit for me. So here is what I learned. Rodan Fields was created by the same world-renowned dermatologist that created Proactive. The products, they're of dermatological quality that get results for the most common skincare concerns like sensitivity, dullness, acne, and aging. Rodan Fields was originally sold in high-end department stores in America, where we held the #1 spot against Estee Lauder Clinique and Lancome. But in 2009, the doctors saw the power of social commerce, and they left retail to build an e-commerce business, and everyone thought they were crazy. But in 8 years, we became a billion-dollar company, only being in the US and having 2 years in Canada under our belt, with no stores and no advertising, all word of mouth and using e-commerce. It is incredible when you consider Apple became a billion-dollar company in 6 years being global with stores and using advertising. We are the #1 skincare brand in the US, and we are the fastest growing skincare brand in Canada. That means our sales outperform Clinique, Lancome, Neutrogena, everyone. Our growth is 100% year over year. We are considered a disruptor in the skincare industry in the same ways Lululemon, Amazon, Apple, and Uber are disruptors in their categories. Our plan is global. We are currently in 3 markets, the US, Canada, and Australia, with our sights on the 180 countries that Proactive dominated. We are just getting started. And we don't do parties, and we don't handle inventory. All our products are shipped directly to our customers. This is a totally virtual side business. You choose when and where you work, whether it's from your home or in the carpool line. All you need is your phone. So once I heard all that and wrapped my head around it, I thought to myself, I have nothing to lose in trying. And there was this little voice in my head saying, Jen, this could be really big. And if you don't try this now, you could regret it. And if you don't do this, someone else will. Looking back to almost 2 years ago, it's hard to believe that by simply saying yes, I opened the door to possibilities I'd always thought were impossible. I could have worked my butt off at the PR agency, and there is still no way I could have the goal to retire my husband in 3 years from his corporate career. It truly is incredible what this vehicle can offer you and your family. So in September 2017, we launched in the Australian market, and today I lead a global skincare business that allows me to lead with my heart by helping others to make positive change in their lives, all while creating the space for me to be the best version of myself. I get to build a global business and never miss a moment. This is truly where Rodan and Fields is changing the game. This is the future of business, and we are at the forefront. I remember not that long ago getting out of the car at my son's school, walking down the sidewalk doing a coaching call with one of my team members, and then I turned my phone off, put it in my bag, and at 2 p.m. walked straight into my son's swim class at his school and got to watch him totally achieve his goal. And you know what? I didn't need to ask anyone if I could leave work early that day or feel guilty for missing a meeting. I got to do it on my own terms because I am my own boss. I make my own decision about how I run my business, and that is the case for everyone. We work in this amazing team structure that we are all here to support each other. I don't have a boss, and I am no one's boss. I am here to guide, mentor, make sure everyone has all the resources and tools they need to be successful, but then that is it. It is your business and up to you what you do with it. This is a business that when you spend time on it, it energizes you. And I say that because how many of us just feel like I don't have the time for anything? The to-do list is full, and doing the laundry, making sure the kids are eating their dinner, and picking toys up off the floor, that is not something that is building me up. We are on the hamster wheel and it is spinning fast. And I have felt like that so many times in my life. And I understand you may even be feeling that way too. But of course, no one has time for more things that are draining. But what I found is we do find the time to do the things that fill us up and energize us. And this business does just that. It energizes me when I work on it. It is that something positive to focus on in my life. This is so much more than a business. This has been and is for me about taking back control of my life and creating the life I want. I have never come across any other business that can give me that. This is a business that is building communities of women that are CEOs, that is redefining business, that is redefining what is possible for a woman in her career to put their families first and still be significant contributors financially. This is a game changer, and we are a disruptor. If you want things to change and you are willing to do something about it, this business opportunity can serve you. Thank you for taking the time to listen today. Shine bright and take care.